solve the system. So this is the system that you have. We're going to convert that into augmented matrix. So the augmented matrix that you're going to have is -1 and 2 and 5. Then you have the coefficient of y, 1, 3, and 4, the coefficient of z, 2, 1, 2, and finally you're going to have your constants, which is 1, -2, and 4. Remember, we're trying to convert this into the matrix of this form. You have 1, 0, 0, some elements, 1, 0, and then some other elements, 1, and then the constants will become other elements. So this is our goal. The very first row has the leading entry, -1, which needs to be 1. So we're going to multiply the very first row by negative sign, and this guy is going to be our new R1. So this is going to be 1, -1, -2, and -1. So this guy is now 1. To make the second row, first entry 0, we're going to multiply the first row by -2 and add it to the second row, and we're going to multiply that by -5 and add it to the last row. So 1 by 1, -2 times R1 plus R2 is going to be your new R2. So you're going to have -2, you're going to have 2, then you're going to have 4 and 2, which we added to 2, 3, 1, and -2. So this is going to be 0, 5, 5, and then 0. 0, 5, 5, and then 0. Now for the third row, we're going to multiply the first row by -5 and add it to the last row. This is going to be your new last row. So -5, then 5, then 10, then 5 added to 5, 4, 2, and 4. So you get 0, 9, 12, and 9. Very good. So far, so good. We're done with the first column. We're moving on to the second column. This guy needs to be equal to 1. So we're going to multiply the second row by 1/5. 1/5 R2 is going to be your new R2. So 5 divided by 5, 1. 5 divided by 5, 1. 0 divided by 5, just 0, and the same here. Very good. Now this guy needs to be 0. As you can see, you have 1, and then below 1 must be 0. So we're going to multiply the second row by -9 and add it to the third row. -9 R2 plus R3 is going to be your new R3. So you have a 0, -9, -9, 0, plus 0, 9, 12, and 9. This is 0, 0, and then you have 3 and 9. So 0, 3, and this guy stays the same as 9. Well, am I done yet? No, we need to convert this guy into 1 as well. So this is easy. We're going to just multiply the last row by a third. And this is going to be your 1/3. So this is just obviously 1, and this is obviously 3. Now we can convert this matrix into system of equations. So you end up with x minus 5 minus 2z equals to -1, 0x plus y plus z equal to 0, and here you have 0x, 0y plus 1z equals to 3. So obviously z is 3. You can just substitute this guy here, and y becomes -3. So far so good. And just substitute these two here to find your x. You get x plus 3 minus 6 equals to -1, or x minus 3 is -1, or x is 2. So the solution for the system for these three planes intersect at 2, -3, and 3. You can use Desmos or other websites and actually check the solution visually.